Hello, thanks for joining me for today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Keith Armour, the Adult Learning and Literacy Manager. Well, I know it is February, but you need to start thinking about getting ready for kindergartner. That's, of course, if you have a child that is going to go into kindergarten in the fall. Well, we're going to explore a readiness checklist so you can get your future kindergartner ready, and we're going to look at some library resources. Well, all right, we've of course arrived at our website, chpl.org. Now, being your child's very first teacher, you've been doing all sorts of wonderful things. Definitely checking out this video is one of them. But I want to point out that a lot of times when we're getting our children ready for kindergarten, it really starts way before the month of September or the month of August when school starts. So a lot of you might have some frequently asked questions, and I'm going to just show you this page. This is from the Ohio Department of Education and Workforce. It has all of those FAQs. One of the questions that a lot of people always ask is, how do I know if my child is old enough to enter kindergarten? So this has all of the questions you possibly need, but the thing to remember is that we have so many school districts in Hamilton County, and districts get to choose either August the 1st or September 30th as the day in which a child must be 5 years old to enter kindergarten. So the websites of your school district that you anticipate your future kindergartner to attend would have that information. You could, of course, call them as well. That way you kind of know the time frame, and then you could start doing some different activities and really kind of fine-tuning some things. And that's why we are going to visit the Cincinnati Public School checklist. This is a nice little checklist that kind of puts some things together for you just to kind of understand some of the things that your child is going to be doing in kindergarten and first grade, and you want them to be successful. Now, you're not going to go through this entire checklist at one time. You're going to just kind of periodically look at the checklist and think about how you can get your future kindergartner ready. And another way that you can get them ready is, of course, attending some of our story times. We're going to go right here to books and media first, and then we're going to go over by audience and go to kids and families. Now, right here are some of the events that are happening with kids and families. There's a scavenger hunt, story time, preschool story time, family story time. If you click right here to view events, then the calendar is already going to select children, and it's going to list all of them that are happening in our library system. And Storytime is a really great way for them to get, right here it says, your little one will begin to develop a love of reading and stories through movement, songs, puppets, and interactive books. And that is a great way to get them used to getting their early literacy skills, like with this one right here, just talking about getting their early literacy skills, and that they can sit and listen to a story and then react and be asked questions and answer questions. Story time is such a valuable thing to get your child ready for kindergarten. So we're going to go back. And I got another thing that you might not know about, and that is we have story time with the library, and we have so many videos that our librarians have taped, and they're right there. They're accessible through our YouTube channel, and there's I think there's over 300 now. There might be even more than that. And then, of course, there's other library things that we have. I'm going to skip right here to this one. ABC Mouse is all in all of our branches, and you have to actually come to our branch to be able to use ABC Mouse, but it has over 4,000 activities for the children, and this is really a good preschool computer kind of program that will really get them ready. There's Bookflix, that's from Scholastic, and that's for pre-K through third grade, and it really helps with comprehension skills. A World Book Encyclopedia has their own early world of learning, and it's all designed for getting your child ready for kindergarten. And then, of course, we have Tumble Books. Canopy has a whole section that is ticket free. That means it's totally free. You don't have to worry about using up your Canopy viewers viewing because it's all the kids program and it's totally free. And then there's Tumble Books as well, and that has over 1,000 titles too. Staff always picks some really great readers here, and it's always good to get out and get some books and bring them back home and just have that time with your child where you're reading and asking them questions along the way. These are some of the things that you already do every day. You talk to your child, you sing some songs, you read, you play, you write. With writing, you could have them starting tracing their letters. You could have them writing their name, that kind of thing. There's some other early literacy tips here on our website. And then, of course, don't forget your child could get a book each month for free that is mailed directly to your home from the Dolly Parton's Imagination Library of Ohio. So definitely check that out. Preparing for kindergarten does not happen by going to the store and buying a whole bunch of stuff and then saying bye. It begins now. You want to get them ready by going to a story time, learning some things, having that story time at your own home, and then having them successfully start their school years. All right, let me click out and I'll tell you a few more things. A big thank you to Cincinnati Public Schools for sharing their kindergarten readiness checklist. It's a really great way to make sure that your kindergartner is ready in the fall. You can definitely check out our online story times and also our story times in person at your local branch to get your kindergartner ready for that learning process that will happen all the time. And then, of course, our online resources like World Book Early Learning, Bookflix, and Tumble Books. I'll see you next time for another Lunch and Learn.